Thank you, distinguished colleagues, my friends, Prime Minister of Romania, Mrčel Čolāko, President of the Chamber of Deputies, Alfred Simonis, President of the Senate, Nicolae Ciucă, Deputy Silvio Wexler, President of the Federation of Jewish Communities of Romania, Ifat and Asaf Hyman, mother and uncle of Inbar Hyman of blessed memory, who was taken hostage and murdered by Hamas. Members and leaders of the Jewish community, dear guests, לחכות? It is an honor to address you and mark together International Holocaust Remembrance Day, while the entire Romanian leadership is at a synagogue. On January 27th, 1945, the Soviet army liberated the Auschwitz-Birkenau camp and discovered the largest Nazi extermination center in Europe, a living testimony to the attempted total annihilation of the Jewish people. The Family of Nations decided to commemorate this day every year, enabling people worldwide to learn, educate, and preserve the memory of the 6 million Jews who perished in the hands of the Nazis and their collaborators. This commitment aimed to fulfill the promise, never again. When the one and only Jewish state is singularly summoned to the ICJ while it is still defending itself after Hamas's October 7th genocidal massacre, the deadliest day to the Jewish people since the Holocaust, it seems that for some in the international community, that promise is nothing but empty words. Romania is not one of those countries. Since day one, the Romanian parliament and government have shown moral clarity and expressed unequivocal support for the state of Israel. My friends, Prime Minister Čolāko and President of the Chamber of Deputies Simonis came for a solidarity visit. Alfred, you saw with me the aftermath of the attack and decided on the spot to screen the footage of October 7th in the Romanian parliament. And I was privileged to open that screen with a few words of my own, asking us all to stand together for the return of all the hostages and combating terror in all its forms. The shocking bloodbath of October 7th reminded humanity of the horrors of the past. Terrorists brutally murdered over 1,200 people in unspeakable ways, injured thousands, and kidnapped more than 240 in one day. 136 men, women, elderly, and children are still being held hostage in inhumane conditions in Gaza. Those who cynically weaponized the Genocide Convention as a political tool against those who suffered from the worst genocide in the history of mankind did so to harm Israel's right and ability to protect its citizens. They have failed. The court also clearly demanded the immediate release of all the hostages. I urge you, my friends, once again on this day, to use all means at your disposal to help us achieve this goal. After the October 7th massacre, we have witnessed an explosion of anti-Semitism throughout the world, mainly in Europe. The same old Jew hatred that cast a dark shadow over the world is rearing its ugly head. This gathering here today, in which we promote and ensure Holocaust memory, as well as discuss the importance of combating anti-Semitism, is key not only to reducing this phenomena, but also demonstrating a commitment that it will not be tolerated lightly by the authorities. Doing so in a synagogue sends an even clearer message to anyone out there who might be considered targeting Jews. Don't. For that, and for everything else I have mentioned earlier, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to Romania on behalf of the Knesset. Thank you for commemorating and honoring the memory of the Holocaust. Together, united by memory and by our shared values of the free world, we will guarantee a better future for those who will follow us. Mulțumesc, Romania.
Romania.